All right, welcome everybody to the weekly pregame presser with Coach Dr. Alvin Parker. The Panthers are coming off a big 45-20 win over Lincoln University of Pennsylvania, and this week they will be playing the Hawks of Chowan University in what could be determining the Northern Division champion. I'm going to ask Coach to give a brief statement, and then we will open it up for questions.
Thank all you guys for coming. And coming off of a good win this past weekend, good road win, good CIAA win, good Northern Division win. All of those kind of wrapped up into one. Everything to kind of keep the train going. So it was a good one. I thought the guys played well in a tough physical game, and we're gonna kind of keep this thing going. So.
And now we'll open it up for questions.
Hey, Coach, I want to ask, how much are you talking about, what Saturday can mean, with the group? That's something you addressed when you guys sort of reconvened for the week, and how much are you talking about that heading in?
Not a lot. I mean, I think it's something that's kind of self-explanatory at this point in the season. We know we're playing for, no matter what. So it's kind of a thing you don't really have to explain. Those guys, like I said, come to work every day, ready to work, and those guys do a good job at it. So I'm pretty sure they know what's at stake, and it gets mentioned every week what's at stake. And it's kind of easy for us to focus on the next opponent up type of philosophy that we have around here. So we want to make sure that we get it no matter what. We knew what this game was going to be at the beginning of the season, so we know what October is like in the CIAA. So I think it's pretty self-explanatory from this point on out.
And we've had Wayne drop off. Oh, my goodness. Are there any more questions for Coach?
Yeah, so I got one for you. So in the first half of last week's game, it seemed like the offense got off to a little bit of a slow start. Not really much in the rushing game, and then the offense sort of exploded in the second half. Take us a little bit behind what Lincoln may have done to kind of slow the offense down a little bit.
I think it was more of nothing against Lincoln or anything like that, but sometimes we slow ourselves down. So just making sure that we got to do things better that we need to do better. When the halftime, I think with a 17-point lead. So those guys, we left some points out there on the field. But Lincoln is a much improved team. Coach Dean is doing a good job with those guys up there. And it's not the necessarily the Lincoln of old that people probably are used to seeing. Those guys do a good job. They play a physical style of football on defense, and they're going to do some things. They're an up and coming team, I think. So they definitely did some things, but we did some things to ourselves as well. And like we've been playing all season, we was able to make a few adjustments, come back out after halftime, and kind of get it rolling, and we did such.
All right.
I'd like to say Brady Myers has been named the CIAA Special Team Player of the Week again. Also, the NCAA regional rankings came out, and we are in the top 10. I'll put it that way, since they came out in alphabetical order. Isn't that right, Coach?
That's correct. First rankings were alphabetical listed. So numbers will be issued next week. So just the goal is to remain in the number.
So they take the top 8 or top
Seven.
7 plus 1, the number 1 seed.
1 through 7.
Who had to break the news to Jada Byers that he wasn't the player of the week or running back this week?
Who had to break the news to Jada Byers that he wasn't running back of the week?
I seen the kid from Charlotte had an excellent game. So definitely well deserved by him down there. So anytime you can carry the ball that much and for that many yards, you deserve that honor. So I'm pretty sure Jada took a step back to that one this past week. So but it's good to think he's been doing all season. So and he's been racking them up. So, but definitely hats off to that young man down there in Shawfield for the game that he had this past weekend.
So what are you looking forward to this week? I mean, Chowan had a slow start, but they've quietly put together a pretty decent resume, at least by conference standards, to be in the position that they're in. What do you kind of expect out of them in this upcoming game?
It's always a tough one. Anytime we have been doing this thing since I've been here, it's always been a tough game for us. So, we don't expect anything different. I think the CIAA North is a brand of ball that, you got to buckle up and strap up, put on some extra tape, and do everything on a weekly basis because it's going to be just that type of game no matter who you're going to play. So, but I expect those guys to come in here and be looking to get a win like everybody else that we played this season. It's going to be our job to make sure we have all guys ready, have all guys focused up, and we have them in position to withstand any of that and be ready to do the same thing. So, but I think Coach Hall is down there, since he's taken over, he's done a good job. He's always had a good team and been able to do a lot of good things, on offense and defense. Those guys they're playing well. So, we expect nothing less come Saturday.
All right.
Are there any other?
Coach, how you doing today?
Good. How about yourself?
I'm doing all right. I got to ask you about the elephant in the room, and that's the regional rankings. We saw one CIAA, 3 SIAC teams, so 4 HBCU teams ranked in Super Region 2. And if they were to expand it out, we would probably see another CIAA team, Fayetteville State, along with Tuskegee at the SIAC with a realistic shot at getting into that top 10. So I need you to just speak about what does it mean, not only for your program, but from a historical point, to see that many HBCUs come out in this initial ranking right now. And then what is it going to take for, outside of winning, for Virginia Union to go ahead and make it in and be one of those top seeds within Super Region 2?
Well, to your first question, this is always good to see HBCU, ranked anywhere. I think, the coaches that we have need to get a little bit more respect of what they're doing, and it's only one way to get that type of respect, and it's to win. Put yourself in this type of position. So all the guys that are ranked put themselves in position and deserve every bit of credit that they're getting. So now when you get to that level, you got to be prepared to win. You got to be prepared to do what you have to do when you get on the national stage. So I think we've done a good job in the region with schools in the SIAC and schools in the CIAA that competing. So we get a chance, like I said, to be on that national stage. We got to be ready. And as far as us, you said it. It's pretty much just that. You got to win. You got to keep winning. So you don't get those the voters or the committees anything different, and you look at what wins. When you start to take a loss here or a loss there, that gives them a reason not to necessarily let you in. So you want to make sure you do everything you got to do to kind of keep yourself running, rolling. So when it's time for them to make those selections and those decisions, and then to be at the top based on the fact that you're winning. So that's how we want to kind of keep this thing moving.
Just a quick follow-up on that, Coach. And I've spoken to you many times, and you seem like a very humble guy. But we all know we're talking about 18 to 22-year-olds who are on social media and TikTok and everything else. How do you keep them humble amid all the tremendous coverage that you guys are getting right now?
I think I think I say this quite often, is that we just have a routine. We have a routine that we follow. We have things that we do. And we stay on that routine. I don't think we give them an opportunity to get the big end. We stay on the routine. We stay with our heads kind of down working, and that kind of, to me, alleviates that chance you kind of get in the big end. I give them a few hours to enjoy it here and there and kind of soak it up. But most of the time, we stay on schedule. So when we do that, it gives them a little less time to kind of focus on anything that might be outside of the program. So as long as we kind of keep doing that and stay on that path, I think success comes. But like you said, it's 18 to 22-year-olds you're dealing with. So sometimes you got to stay on that schedule and then do a little bit extra, to make sure that you're keeping the focus where it needs to be. So it's a challenge sometimes, and it's a challenge on every level, I'm sure. So we got to make sure we got to do what keeps the gym union good, and we know our recipe and we know everything we need to do here. I think the coaches do a great job. I think the players, the student athletes do a great job of just focusing up and doing kind of what we ask them to do and staying on that plane. So I think, this year's been a little easier. Definitely can say that. And the focus is just kind of there already. A lot of times we don't have to do anything or say a whole lot, to make it there, it's there. Like today I thought we had a good focused up practice. We got another meeting this afternoon, so, it's, again, routine. It's routine.
I appreciate you, Coach, and congratulations on all the accolades that you've been given. But more important than that, I look forward to seeing you in the championship game and into the playoffs, Coach.
Coach, if I may ask as well, Jada obviously had the chance to set that single season rushing record on Saturday. What would that mean for you to see that, obviously as a former Union running back yourself, to see a guy get a chance to do that? Like, what would that mean if he is able to do that on Saturday?
Oof. I mean, I played alongside Andre Braxton, who set that record, so it'll be something definitely good to have seen both of those records being set. I got an actually get to lay eyes on that, both of the guys who had that record, so right now I have to play alongside and coach a little bit the number one guy right now. I'm doing the same thing to the number two guy right now, Jada Byers. So, to have witnessed both of those, it's been something that, I can't even speak words and do it. So I'm happy about it. Anytime, a guy can get his name into the record books just off the work that he's done and the contributions he's made, I'm happy for him. So once he breaks it, I'll probably be the first one to give him some love. But, he wants more importantly to win. If everybody else speaks about the record and talks about it, probably, he probably the only one who hasn't said anything about it, because, he's kind of focused on winning and making sure he kind of, carry us to where we need to go. So, I respect him. I definitely do.
I'm curious as well, you see everywhere, obviously, when we go to the field, the play 4-1-1 slogan. I got a chance to talk to Coach Joe Taylor a little bit about it this morning. He mentioned, it has multiple meanings. So I was curious, how far does that go back, and how the elements of that helped sort of shape the group into what it's become this year?
Well, I brought Play 411 here when I came in 2018. It was just kind of a model that I had kind of built up looking at, being playing here and coaching here and just being a part of the entire program, So, when that Play 411 got kind of made up, I thought it was something that we kind of drench and buy into, The first meaning is that, we're playing for the 11th championship in school history, You have 11, one wasn't necessarily awarded to us one year. And Jim can go back and tell you all the history of that, But, so technically on the CIAA books, we have 10, so we were playing for the 11th one. We played for that 11th week of the season, which in the CIAA means, championship. We played for all 11 on the field, which means everybody has to do their job, and, probably the last meaning is something that I kind of hold a little near and dear to me. That's just the Proverbs 4:11. It talks about the way that I lead and how I want to make sure that I keep these guys on straight paths and things like that. So it has a few different things, and I think the team is brought into it. The university is brought into it. So everybody, when you come around, you see everything. You see everybody with stuff on. You see banners around, and you don't see Play 411. So that's kind of what that means for us.
Thank you.
Are there any other questions for Coach Parker? All right, then we thank everybody for showing up. Game time is at 1 p.m. on Saturday at Willie Lanier Field in Hubby Stadium. VUU versus Chowan. We hope everybody can make it out there. Thanks, everybody, for being here.
Thanks, guys.